Mouse Trouble News fans, as many people have heard by now, there is a strike going on in Walmart, which is the first one the company has faced in 50 years. Which I find an odd thing to say. It is a strike, but previously in Quebec, here in Canada, the employees unionized in one Walmart, and then turned around and the company said, well, oh geez, we have to move the business now, and then just close it down, just to avoid a union. So, I don't know if that really counts as a strike, but if you term it like actual official strike, yes, this is the first time in the company's 50-year history that this has actually taken place. Now, there's protests and picket lines at 28 stores across 12 different states. So this is fairly highly organized, and there's a lot of people behind this. Now, many of the non-union people that are going through this right now, they're facing retaliation from their employer, especially despite the fact that there are actually protections under the law that actually exist from the National Labor Relations Board. But we know there's a huge disconnect when it comes to what's actually written in the law to protect workers and what actually happens in real life. There's a huge disconnect between those two things. And a lot of the times those things end up not so much at law, but stuff that happened that are civil matters have to be decided in civil court, where you have to buy a lawyer to go ahead and do it. And well, the vast majority of working class people can't afford a lawyer for a civil lawsuit. Surprise, surprise, it's stacked in the boss's favor again. Now, there were Walmart members protesting outside Walmart's meeting for the Investment Community 2012 in the Bentonville, Arkansas headquarters. And they were raising a bit of hell there, bringing awareness to the situation that was going on. But nothing tremendously major happened. They were just getting the message out so that everybody knew, what was going on. Now, historically, Walmart has obscured a lot of their labor relations. Like, they outsource a lot of jobs by subcontracting to different companies like warehousing and delivery. In other words, it's a nice way of being able to avoid any kind of labor problems. Anything that does happen is a problem of the subcontractor or the temp agency that they go through. So it's never really their own, so they can't actually unionize because they're not actually employees of Walmart, which is a nice, really greasy way of getting away with paying people, slavery level wages. And that is a good word for it, because a lot of them have spoken up and said they're expected to lift 250-pound boxes. They work in intense heat. They're paid poverty level wages that don't even actually pay them enough to be able to get by. And then, of course, we're told they're greedy by wanting to be paid enough to actually survive. Now, after a 21-day strike in Elwood, they won their principal demand to end illegal retaliation against workers protesting poor conditions. They will return to work with full pay for the time they were on strike. So they won a demand. They went on strike to get a demand for illegal retaliation to end. Wait, you had to go on strike to stop something that was illegal? I mean, think about that. These people didn't actually go on strike to get a better this or that, but to already stop something that shouldn't be going on to begin with. I mean, it's no secret, what kind of people Walmart are, what kind of people the Walton family are, and the things that they do internationally, both with its connections to some of the worst labor conditions in the world in China, Honduras, and many other third world countries where people are just completely brutalized, and some of the worst human rights towards women that there are in the world. So for those who are striking against Walmart right now, big support to you, and I hope you continue your struggle against this massively evil company.